About 6.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to beautiful El Monte, California for tonight's high school football matchup between the home side Mountain View Vikings and the visitors Burbank Bulldogs. We're already underway in the first quarter. I'm Ardif Dakari, proud to be bringing you tonight's play-by-play along with the amazing Mountain View High School Vista Academy. I apologize for the technical difficulties. Mountain View received the kickoff and have been moving down the field, and this carry given to Andrew Becerra as he gets to about the 40-yard line. Should be about 3rd and 2. Once again, that's Andrew Becerra on the carry. The head coach of the Mountain View Vikings is Paul Rodriguez. Right from the start, wanting to establish that run attack to try and keep this potential Burbank offense off the field as long as possible. A potentially explosive Burbank offense. Juan Villarreal, the quarterback for Mountain View, in the shotgun formation. Another handoff. And I think it appears to have been Brandon Cornejo with the carry, but he's going to be short. Maybe a gain of about a half a yard. It will bring up 4th down for Mountain View at the 40-yard line of Burbank. Some big decisions here possibly for head coach Paul Rodriguez, but he is not bringing out his punting team. They are going for it, and so far on this drive, Burbank has been flagged on 2 occasions for encroachment. You got to assume Juan Villarreal will be trying to go with the hard count, perhaps try and drum offside once again. 4th and 2 at the 40. Here's the snap, a little bit of a delay, and the give to Becerra for a loss of about 4 yards, and that'll be turnover on downs. And that carry was actually to Brandon Cornejo. Not the way that Mountain View really wanted this drive to end. They had gotten a couple of first downs, especially with the help of a couple of encroachment penalties. But now Burbank taking over at their own 45-yard line. Excellent field position. Got 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Here's the snap. The give. Able to turn the corner to the outside. Still going. That will definitely be a first down on the carry to Jonathan Powell.
Jonathan Powell, gain of about 16 yards.
The Vikings defensive line unable to set the edge.
First down.
And Dylan Powell able to turn the corner on with that sweep to the right. First down, taking the handoff from quarterback Evan Gonzalez. And here's a snap, a little high, once again to Powell. He'll only get about a yard on the carry.
Handoff to number 5, Roni Preza. Gain of about 2 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 8.
And Burbank, coached by Adam Coleman, electing to go with the hurry-up offense at the 40-yard line of Mountain View. Play clock obviously not going to be running out. And here's the pass. It is complete. And able to avoid a tackle and keep going down the sideline. Will he be able to get into the end zone? He is. Touchdown. That's Zach Estrada. What a catch and run from the wide receiver to take it all the way to the house. But one moment, we got to see, could this potentially be coming back for a holding penalty? The area where that flag is thrown naturally can indicate that this could be offensive holding. We're just waiting for the call from the officials. And yes, this play is coming back for an illegal block in the back. Mountain View dodging a bullet. And that should be a 10-yard penalty.
10-yard penalty on the play.
Now we got to see how Burbank will respond to the penalty. 2nd and long, 20, right at midfield. Approach about 5.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. And keeping the snap, able to turn the corner, getting the first down and perhaps even more to the 10, the 5. Tackled out of bounds at about the 1 yard line. And Roni Preza so close to taking it all the way. And Burbank in excellent position to punch the ball into the end zone and take the lead. And once again, doing the hurry-up offense. Here's the snap. The give once again to Preza. And he is in for the touchdown. It is 6-0. Burbank Bulldogs. This time, no flags on the field. You know, looking back at that drive, it definitely was clear that the Mountain View defense unable to provide the pressure they needed, unable to provide that push, and having trouble with those handoffs on these option plays. Now for the extra point, the snap is good, kick is up, through the uprights, 7-0. Freddie Cardenas hitting the extra point. Next, we'll have to see how the Mountain View Vikings will respond. They're playing at home. They have the support of the home crowd. They were able to move the ball a bit on the previous drive with some runs, but it was that last play on 4th and 2 where it appeared as if there was a delay on the snap that seemed to have caused a little bit of trouble, perhaps a little bit of confusion. But when talking about the decisions of head coach Paul Rodriguez, you gotta like that aggressive play calling of his, not wanting to punt the ball and pin Burbank deep, showing that he has faith in his offense. Now time for the kickoff. It was actually in the opening kickoff that Cardenas elected to kick the ball short. Will they try and kick it once again to Paul Perez of Mountain View? Wind causes the ball to fall off the tee. A bit windy tonight. And here comes the kick. This one a little deeper. And did take a quick pass. That is a live ball. Unfortunately, nothing worse came about that. That one going right to Michael Guerrero, probably only about a 1 or 2 yard return. And the Viking horn in full effect tonight at Viking Stadium. First and 10 for Mountain View at their own 20-yard line. 7-0 Burbank. There's the snap. And the carry. Perhaps about 3 yards on the play. Looks like it was Cornejo once again. He's had a busy night so far. And that'll bring up 2nd and about 7. Approaching 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. And yes, the Viking sound effects are just fabulous here at Viking Stadium. You've just got to love it. Second and 7, here's a snap. The fake, looks like there might be a pass here. Instead, electing to keep it, running to the right. Not having much room. That was Enrique Ochoa. Want to say perhaps might have lost a yard on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and long. We will have an injury timeout. injury does not appear to be serious. Ready to go back into play. Third down for Mountain View at about their own 28-yard line. Ochoa in the shotgun, gets the snap once again. The quick handoff, trying to turn the corner. But it's going to be a little short of the first down. This should bring up a punt situation. Oh, excuse me, yes, actually, it was Brandon Cornejo able to get the first down. Good work from the Viking offense to keep this drive going. Down 7-0. Last thing you would want at this point is to go 3 and out and punt the ball to this dangerous Burbank Bulldog offense. First and 10 at their own 31-yard line. A low snap. Looks like it could have been a problem for a moment. Once again, Cornejo with the carry. Gets about a yard, maybe half a yard.
Number 20, Brandon Cornejo with the carry.
And now it appears that Mountain View, for a moment, it was looking like they wanted to go with the hurry-up offense, but does not appear to be what head coach Paul Rodriguez wants to do. We got 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 7-0 Burbank. Ochoa once again in the shotgun. The handoff, some room. Going to get about perhaps 5 yards. And that's Michael Guerrero with the carry.
Gains of about 6 yards.
And that'll bring up third down. From here, looks like about third and 4. So 3rd and 4 for the Vikings at their own 38-yard line. And here's a snap. Ochoa actually unable to keep the snap. Pretty much becoming a broken play. Losing about 3 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. This time an easy decision for head coach Paul Rodriguez to send out his punting team. And back to punt, Ian Carrillo. And Burbank with 2 players deep. Do they have some kind of trick play dialed up? And surprisingly, a timeout called by Mountain View with 21 seconds left in the first quarter. It is about 4th and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to Viking Stadium.
Does head coach Paul Rodriguez perhaps maybe want to change his mind to go for it? Would it be extremely risky at this point to go for it on 4th and 8 from his own 35-yard line? Now you also have to wonder, is there perhaps maybe a fake punt play in this playbook? But if that were to be the case, it would not be the wisest decision to do a fake punt at this moment. I think the Bulldog sideline would be very, very weary of perhaps that taking place. Or perhaps the timeout was called because the play clock was running low. And here is a snap and the punt. There was a little bit of pressure, and this one should be returned. It is caught. Not going to have a lot of room, but able to get at least 13 yards on the return. And a good return from Zach Estrada. And from the standpoint of Mountain View Vikings, a few missed tackles. And now once again, Burbank with some pretty good field position. They'll start 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. Quarterback Evan Gonzalez and Roni Preza in the backfield. It was Preza who so far has the only score of the game tonight. This will obviously be the last play of the quarter. And this pass, it was a backward one. Caught. Perhaps there might have been a block in the back on that play. Pass caught by Zach Estrada.
Pass completed to number 8, Zach Estrada, for a gain of.
And from here, hard to tell if there was actually, yes, there is a flag on the play. And from our view in the press box,
Against the Bulldogs.
a very easy call to make. So that will take them 10 yards back. It'll be 1st and 20. And that is actually the end of the first quarter.
1st and 20.
The Burbank Bulldogs leading 7-0 against the Mountain View Vikings.
That ends the first quarter.
And with the short break we have, we can go over
At this time, we'd like to thank
the
some of our
records
sponsors
and
here
so far how both teams have done
that
this
allow
season.
the game to,
First for the visitors,
go on. You have
Burbank
Peacock
Bulldogs
Orange
actually
Line.
started the season with a 63-19 loss to Simi Valley. Their next game after that, a 35-14 loss to Golden Valley.
As well as
So
Lee
clearly,
Outcare
this Burbank Bulldogs
here in
team
the beautiful city of Almonte.
hungry for a victory. Can't be surprised with the way they've been playing so far. They really look like it'll be really difficult for Mountain View to slow down that run attack. Especially the chemistry between quarterback Evan Gonzalez and running back Roni Preza. As for Mountain View, they started off the season with a 44-0 loss at home to San Gabriel, but followed it up with a 37-6 win away from home against Workman High School. So 1-1 record for Mountain View, 0-2 for Burbank. But as mentioned earlier, Burbank definitely hungry for a victory.
There's going to be one untimed down right now.
And from what we've been told, one untimed down. Here's the snap. So it's not the end of the first quarter just yet. That pass going deep. Possibly could have been intercepted. A flag was thrown.
Pass broken up.
And from here, you're just wondering if that were to be defensive pass interference, you really got to just wonder why that would be called. And that ball floated high in the air. That ball floated high in the air up for grabs. That really was a pass that definitely could have been intercepted. Now we'll wait for the penalty call. And a defensive pass interference penalty against Mountain View would just be a huge blow to start this drive pretty much. The referee's still having a conference. You have to just wonder what is taking so long. And now we'll get the call. And yes, pass interference on the Mountain View Viking defense.
Pass interference on the defense.
And from the view over here in the press box, it really did not look like what you would say a total cut and dry
We're gonna have one more
call
untimed down here.
of pass interference. And once again, we will have another untimed down. Just have to wonder, what will it take to finish this first quarter? So 1st and 10 for Burbank. flag is thrown. Appears to be a pre-snap penalty. Probably a false start on Burbank. And yes, I think we could still keep asking these questions, and that is, when will this first quarter end? This has got to be the longest sequence of events I have ever seen for any football game at the end of a quarter. Could be a record for most untimed downs in one game. The 5-yard penalty with the false start makes it about 1st and 15. Here's the snap. This time, no flag. Pass is thrown and caught. Close to a first down. Still going. Probably be about a yard short. Jag Richer with the catch and run. Getting really close to a first down. And now we just have to wait and see. Will the referees say that this is finally the end of the first quarter? No, because there is a penalty on the Bulldogs on that last play.
Flag on the play.
This is just unreal. If anyone could get a hold of the Guinness Book of World Records, now is the time to do it.
We're going to have another untimed down here. Untimed play.
So once again, another play, another untimed down. Here's the snap. Looking the pass, throw in deep. May have an option. Incomplete. And this time, there are no flags. I know I just said that, but I could be wrong. Everyone here is just begging to wonder, is this the end of the first quarter? Yes, it is. They are changing sides of the field, and now it is official. Yes, the first quarter is over. I think that end of the first quarter probably took longer than the entire first quarter itself while the clock was running. And what seems like was an eternity, when I said it earlier, when I earlier said the end of the first quarter, yes, now it is the end of the first quarter officially. If we only had some timestamps from when I was saying this earlier, that would be just perfect. But unfortunately, I was not taking notes at the time. The Burbank Bulldogs, as mentioned earlier, record of 0-2 on the season, members of the Pacific League, while the Vikings with a 1-1 record representing the Mission Valley League. And with all those untimed downs, you can't be surprised that everyone basically in a hurry to say, let's go ahead and just get this second quarter started. Appears to be 2nd and 20 for the Bulldogs. And here's a snap, and the flag once again. That definitely was a pre-snap penalty. Will be coming back 5 yards for false start.
False starts on the Bulldog. That carries with 5-yard penalty.
Right now, you got to say things are not really working on all cylinders for this Burbank offense. Now should be about 2nd down and 25 from their own 30-yard line. Little bit of shifting on that defensive line from the Vikings. Here's a snap. Now rolling out. Maybe looking to pass. He does throw it deep, and that is caught for a first down. He'll take it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown. That's Gio Saenz. What a play that was. What an answer from this Burbank offense. It is now 13-0. After all those penalties, after all those untimed downs, what a way to finish the drive. With a 65-yard touchdown pass, Dylan Robinson to Gio Saenz. Now the extra point. Here's a snap. Hold is good. It's up through the uprights. 14-0 Burbank.
Burbank 14, Viking 0.
Now with all those penalties, you just couldn't help but think that the Vikings would find a way to force a punt and get the ball back. But after that deep touchdown pass, Burbank Bulldogs clearly with all the momentum. 11:47 remaining in the second quarter. I actually have to always look over at the scoreboard every time I say that, because I sometimes still think that we're at those 3 zeros at the end of the first quarter. Now for the kickoff. Can the Vikings get something going? They need a spark. They need something. They need some kind of momentum to get them back in this game. Still plenty of time to go, but the offense needs to get some points. Bottom line, that's what needs to get done on this next drive. Here comes the kick from Freddie Cardenas, sending this one deep. And yes, will be a touchback. Wise decision by Michael Guerrero to let that one go into the end zone.
First down, Vikings.
And the Vikings will start 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Wind picking up a bit at Viking Stadium. Good weather, perfect atmosphere for some Friday night lights. Gotta love it. But the fans who have come out in big numbers to support their home team, the Vikings, would definitely like something to cheer about. Will they get that opportunity perhaps on this drive? 1st and 10 from the 20. Here's the snap. The give. Able to find a hole. It was Cornejo getting about 6 yards on the carry. And that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
It's 14-0 Burbank leading Mountain View. We're at Viking Stadium in El Monte, California. I'm Art Iftikhari, proud to be bringing you tonight's play-by-play along with the Mountain View High School Vista Academy. 2nd and 4 for the Vikings at their own 26-yard line. This time looks like Ochoa once again taking the snap, a low snap, and he's got to fall on that one, and that's exactly what he does. And a huge loss on the play. It'll bring up 3rd. I want to say third and long is pretty much all we can say at this point. 3rd and 20. About a 16-yard loss on the play. You talk about a drive killer. That is almost a guarantee to kill this drive. And it's the low snap. At times like these, you can't help but talk about self-inflicted wounds. Got to execute, especially if you want to have a chance to score against this really talented Burbank Bulldogs team. The carry getting about 4 yards on the play. Not going to be anywhere close to enough for a first down. Here comes the special teams unit.
Carry by number 20. Gain of about 4 yards to bring a 4th down for the Vikings.
Once again, that carry to Cornejo. Been busy all night long, and the Vikings pinned deep. We're punting the ball basically from their own end zone. 2 players deep for the Bulldogs. Michael Guerrero taking the snap, getting rid of it quickly, but did not get very much on it, and caught out of the air, returned for a touchdown. It is 20-0.
Received by number 2, Jonathan Powell.
And Jonathan Powell on that very short punt did not feel like getting away from it. Instead, went for the ball, caught it out of the air, runs it into the end zone untouched. The Bulldogs leading 20-0. Here's the snap, a little high, but a quick adjustment. Kick is through, it's good, 21-0. And as mentioned earlier, you can't help but talk about self-inflicted wounds. A low snap is like I said, that low snap is basically what led to this drive being killed for the Vikings. And earlier before the last drive, I was talking about how the Vikings needed to get something going, needed some kind of spark to get things going for them, get some momentum to get into this game. And here's the kickoff. And unable to stay in bounds is Michael Guerrero. Instead, that the Vikings will be starting at their own 4-yard line. Talk about a long field in front of them. Things just keep getting worse and worse for head coach Paul Rodriguez and this Vikings football team. And being pinned so deep in their own, basically right up at their own end zone. The play calling at this point got to be extremely predictable. Just grind these runs out, get some breathing room for your quarterback and the offense. With how aggressive this Bulldog team has been, not the territory where you want to try and pass the ball. And here's a snap. The carry up the middle for about a 2-yard gain.
Gain of about 2 yards.
That'll make it 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 at their own 6-yard line. And just the most important thing right now for Mountain View is to just keep the chains moving. Take things one play at a time. Ochoa in the shotgun. Here's a snap. On the carry. Going to be maybe a yard. In fact, quite possibly even a loss of a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 3rd and long.
Third down, Vikings.
Third down and 7 from their own 5-yard line. Approaching about 7.5 minutes remaining in this first half. Can the Vikings find a way to get the first down and keep this drive alive? Enrico Ochoa directing traffic in the backfield. Here's a snap. It's a high one. Unable to keep possession. The ball did actually hit the back of the end zone for a safety. And it is now 23-0 Burbank. I think it's safe to say that the fans in attendance just really don't have a lot to say with how this game has been going. 23-0, going to have to now kick off from their own 20-yard line, but they do have the option of doing the safety punt. And it will be, you got to assume it will be Ian Carrillo. Well, instead of doing the safety punt, I believe he will just kick this ball off the tee. Either way, you could definitely expect Burbank to have good field position once again. And here comes the kick. Line drive up the middle. Still turning his feet a bit. It appears to have been Gio Science, who actually had a touchdown catch earlier in this game.
First down, Bulldogs.
The scoring opened on a touchdown from running back Roni Preza. And then the deep touchdown pass to Gio Science. And then a touchdown off a really short punt return from Jonathan Powell. And now a safety off a bad snap. And that's how it is 23-0. Burbank Bulldogs. And Burbank with excellent field position at the Viking 43-yard line. Here's a snap. The give to Preza. He's got room. He's got a first down, maybe more. Making a couple players miss. He still has it. Can he get to the end zone? Yes, he does.
Carried by number 5, Roni Preza. Result of the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And from over here, it seemed like he got to the end zone, but he actually stepped out of bounds at the 7-yard line.
Out of bounds at the...
Well, either way,
7-yard line.
the Vikings defense
First down for the Bulldogs.
unable to put the pressure they need to try and slow down this Bulldog attack. Be first and goal for Burbank at the Viking 7-yard line. Preza must have been tight roping at the far sideline, but did step out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Here's the snap, looking to pass. Nearly, you want to say, close to being intercepted. Instead, hitting the ground, incomplete.
Here's the second down. Second and goal for the Bulldogs.
And if the Vikings would be able to hold off Burbank and force them to a field goal attempt, it definitely would be something for the defense to build some confidence about. Second and goal. Here's the snap, looking to pass once again, throwing it towards the back of the end zone. Was that in bounds? Referee says incomplete.
Pass incomplete. Third and goal.
And I must say, a little surprise from these play calls from Burbank head coach Adam Coleman. They've had a lot of success running the ball today, have a really, really short field getting to this goal-to-go offense. We've seen 2 passes so far inside the 10. Will they pass it again? Rolling out, the pass, caught, had some trouble with it, easily into the end zone. And this time it's Zach Estrada. Burbank an extra point away from making it 30-0. And the Mountain View supporters doing everything they can to try and get their team back in this game. You gotta love the spirit, gotta love the devotion from these fans. Down 30-0 with 6.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. These Viking supporters refusing to stay quiet. Now waiting for the kickoff from Freddy Cardenas. On the last scoring play, once again, Zach Estrada with a 7-yard touchdown grab. Bulldogs with a extremely comfortable 30-0 lead. Kick is away. This one is definitely returnable. Taking it at about the 8-yard line. Getting close to about the 25-yard line. That's where the Vikings will start. And that was Brandon Cornejo on the kick return. Been busy tonight getting the bulk of the carries for this Viking offense. Looks like Juan Villarreal back in the game as to play quarterback. Appears to have Cornejo in the backfield. Here's the snap. He's pitching it out to Cornejo, not finding much room. No gain on the play.
Cornejo, loss of 1 yard, brings up second down.
Either was no gain or, yeah, a loss of a yard on the play. Just so much pressure coming from this Burbank defensive line. And here's a snap.
Carried by number 11, Michael Guerrero.
And this time it was Guerrero on the carry.
Gain of 2, brings up 3rd and 9.
So a 3rd and a long 9 for Mountain View. Really got to open up the playbook a bit. Already down 30-0. I think the Viking fans will be hoping to see Villarreal take a few steps back and throw a pass to try and get a first down. And here's the snap. And now the carry. Not going to find much daylight.
And number 33, Xavier Span.
And this time it was Xavier Span with the carry.
Gain of 2 yards and bring up
But did not get very much, unfortunately. And it will be 4th down. Surely thinking another punting situation. But instead, looks like, I want to say from here that perhaps Paul Rodriguez is leaving. No, not leaving his offense on the field. No, it definitely will be a punt this time. Fortunately, a lot more space to get this punt away. Once again, it will be Michael Guerrero. Back to punt. And looks like we do have a timeout called, yes, by Mountain View. 4:10 remaining in the first half.
Once again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for coming in support of
At the end of the first quarter,
our young men.
it was only 7-0, but things really spiraled out of control during this second quarter.
To visit our concession stand there.
Back from the timeout. Time for a Mountain View punt. Here's the snap. The pressure's coming. Might have been a small tip on that punt. Either way, not a very good one, but does take a Viking bounce. And it will be first down. And of course, that is where Burbank will start. 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. And a decent amount of fans on the visitor side of the stadium who have made the trip from Burbank. And they, of course, have got to be in a good mood. At their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. The give, carry up the middle, plenty of space, but tumbling, unable to keep his footing.
By number 22, Jacob Mendieta.
Jacob Mendieta with the carry. Got about 4 yards on the play.
4 yards, 2nd and 6.
Man in motion. Once again, the shotgun formation. Faking the handoff, looking to perhaps roll out and pass, but now this is a keeper from the quarterback. A very good run. He did step out of bounds, but what a gain. And there was a flag thrown at the end of the play. Could that possibly be unnecessary roughness, perhaps maybe for a late hit? But getting all the way to the Viking 32-yard line. A 24-yard gain on the run. Now we just await the call from the official. Looks like unsportsmanlike conduct, actually, on Burbank. So a very good run on the quarterback keeper. So that is a 1st down, but they will have to go 15 yards back and start 1st down from that point because of the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty at the end of the play. And Burbank at times tonight has also dealt with their own self-inflicted wounds. But when looking at the scoreboard, clearly those self-inflicted wounds have not caused much problem or much harm for them in the process. So we got to the 32-yard line, but after that penalty, backing them up 15 yards. So they'll have it 1st and 10 at the Viking 48-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line here. Bulldogs ball.
Now on the snap. 1st and 10. Just inside Mountain View territory. Here's a snap. A flag is thrown. Appears to be a pre-snap penalty. We'll probably take this one 5 yards back.
Enforcement against the Vikings. The 5-yard penalty for the night crew. Their 1st down.
And a quick shout out to 2 of our night shift guys that are watching this game right now on their lunch break. They asked for a shout out. Those 2 people are Jerry and Anthony Medina. Thank you for following along with us. Glad to give you this shout out. Back in the play off the snap. Looking the pass, throwing deep. Might be a little too long. Overthrown just a bit. Intended for Jag Richer. Had that been timed just a little bit better, easily would have been another touchdown for the Burbank Bulldogs.
2nd down.
And it's 2nd down and 5. Earlier that flag actually was not a false start penalty. Instead it was actually offsides on Mountain View. It's another opportunity on the snap. Plenty of time, plenty of space. Looking, avoiding the rush. Switching the field to the other side. He's got plenty of space. What a block thrown. A flag did come out. That one's definitely coming back, but what a run by the quarterback, Evan Gonzalez, or perhaps Dylan Robinson. Now we're waiting for the call. We saw 2 flags thrown on the field. I think I want to say it might have been a personal foul, helmet-to-helmet hit. So with that block, actually, yes, it was a blow to the head. So that will take them 15 yards back.
Against the Bulldogs. Illegal block.
So another great play that results in a first down, only to be taken back 15 yards once again. This is turning out to be a very long drive for the Burbank Bulldogs. Coming up on 2.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. In the shotgun formation, waiting for the snap. Here it is. Now the handoff. Trying to turn the corner, not finding some room, but now having to be brought down by a whole gang of Vikings. That was Jacob Mendieta on the carry.
14 about 8 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and 4.
3rd down and 4 for the Bulldogs. And in this situation, you got to assume with the way they've been playing, the way they've been able to move the ball, you might as well call it 4-down territory. Can't imagine head coach Adam Coleman wanting to send out his punting team if they were to find themselves in a 4th down and 4 situation or a 4th and short. At the 42-yard line of the Vikings, here's the snap. Looking to pass. Here it is. Thrown a bit low, incomplete. Looking for Jag Richer on the pass. Unable to connect. That was a low ball. And it is actually, yes, it is 4th and 4 with 1:26 remaining in the second quarter. And it doesn't look like Bulldog head coach Adam Coleman will be sending out his special teams unit. In this situation, the Vikings should be a little aware if there might be the hard count taking place. But here's a snap. The pass caught for a first down. And still on his feet. Can he stay in bounds? Was pushed out of bounds. But that was Jonathan Powell on the catch and run. Plenty of yards after the catch as well. Gets all the way to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. And this drive has taken a lot of time off the clock. And of course, it is those 2 15-yard penalties that took place after some great first down plays. Now the snap, looking the pass towards the end zone. Hitting the ground, it is incomplete.
2nd down.
And it looks like that's Jag Richer, who thought he had a touchdown catch. He was on the ground pleading with the officials, saying that he made the catch. The referee says incomplete, and this is not a situation where someone can throw out the red flag to challenge this play. 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap. Plenty of time. Having to avoid the rush. Rolling out. Can he get to the end zone? He's got the first down. What a run once again. That'll be 1st and goal.
Out of bounds at about 3-yard line.
That'll be 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. 54 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And the Vikings defense has just had no answer for this Bulldogs offense, but there was a flag on the play for holding. So that'll take them 10 yards back. Plenty of flags have been thrown on this drive. Can the Bulldogs finish this drive with a touchdown as well right before the end of the half? There's the snap. Looking to pass. He has someone open in the end zone. Unable to maintain possession. That was Jag Richer. What a catch that would have been. He had it in his hands, but unable to keep possession. I was going to say unable to complete the process of the catch, but not in the mood to talk about some of these silly NFL rules that have been talked about over the years. Either way, incomplete pass will now be 3rd down and 20 from the Viking 25-yard line with 43 seconds remaining. Jacob Mendieta in the backfield. There's a possible he might get this carry on a draw play. Looking to pass. Gonzalez having to roll out. He does not have a lot of options. Pushed out of bounds. The Vikings defense does their job. Be 4th and long. Will the Bulldogs attempt a long field goal to end the half? And in fact, seeing the spot of the ball, a 2-yard loss on the play. 4th and long, 22. From the Viking 27-yard line. And they are going for it. And of course, in a moments like these, the Vikings defense got to play smart. Back to pass. Can they perhaps get to him? He gets out, gets away. It's Gonzalez. Avoids one, avoids another. Still in bounds. Finally hit out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. And that should be enough. Might be enough for a first down. Unbelievable. What a run. What awesome moves. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Time is winding down. 14 seconds remaining. And this has been one very, very long drive. And it looks like a timeout.
Turnover on down. Vikings ball at the 5-yard line.
And it took some time for that to be. It took some time for that to develop, but yes, actually a turnover on downs. That was 4th and long on that quarterback keeper, but unable to get the first down. The Vikings will take over at their own 5-yard line with 14 seconds left. I don't think they're going to be in the mood to just take a knee and go into the half down 30-0. You'd like to assume perhaps a carry or something to end this half. Now waiting for this ball to be snapped. And from here, we're just wondering what the officials, if the officials are announcing something. Either way, we have to wonder how long it'll take for this second quarter to finish, because the previous quarter, it was those, we had so many untimed downs. I literally lost count. And here's the snap of unable to handle it, throws the ball, intercepted, and a touchdown.
Intercepted, result of the play is a touchdown for the Bulldogs.
And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse at the end of the half, a pick six, a low snap once again. Villarreal had it. He was able to get the ball. It appeared like he wanted to throw it away, but instead threw it right to a member of the Bulldogs defense. ran the ball easily into the end zone. Actually, I don't even know if he had to run the ball into the end zone. He might have been standing in the end zone when he already intercepted the ball. But either way, it is now 36-0 for Burbank. Unbelievable. Pretty much all I could say about that last play. For a moment, Burbank with 10 men on the field. Here's a snap. Kick is good. And it is 37-0. 14 seconds remain. And this has been just, it's hard for me to find the words, but it has just been a disastrous second quarter for the Mountain View Vikings. Only 7 points in the first quarter from Burbank, but this second quarter, they have put up 30 points just in this quarter alone. And you can't be surprised. Earlier talked about Bulldogs being hungry for victory. The squib kick taken at about tackled at the 40-yard line. That's where the Vikings will have the ball with about 8 seconds remaining. About 6 seconds remaining. Not sure what head coach Paul Rodriguez and the Vikings will want to do with this play. They do have good field position at their own 40-yard line. But with the way this half has been going, there's a part of me that just says, you know what, perhaps just take a knee and just go into the halftime locker room and regroup. And there's the snap, another low snap. This time Villarreal has to fall on it. Lost about 11 yards on the play. And that is how we end the second quarter. It is halftime. Burbank Bulldogs with a 37-0 lead over the Mountain View Vikings. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for the start of the second half. I'm Ardith Takari, bringing you tonight's play-by-play along with the Mountain View High School Vista Academy. We are at Viking Stadium in El Monte, California. Once again, the halftime score, Burbank Bulldogs 37, Mountain View Vikings 0.
Too far, right? Well, for your LinkedIn, they're gonna charge. Don't think your LinkedIn are charging me.
They're taking, they're taking. Going down right now.
No, actually, they'll tie you.
Company as well.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back for the start of the second half. I'm Artis Dakari, proud to be bringing you tonight's play-by-play along with the Mountain View High School Vista Academy for this high school football matchup between the home side Mountain View Vikings and the visitors, the Burbank Bulldogs. We're just about ready for the start of the second half. And Burbank with a commanding lead of 37-0. And to start this half, it will be Mountain View kicking off to Burbank. And if there's anything in particular to talk about, I mean, let's face it, very difficult to come back from such a huge deficit. But what we really need to see from this Mountain View Vikings team is that there needs to be a stop to what we always say SIW, that is self-inflicted wounds. We'll get back to that in a moment, but here is the kickoff. Definitely returnable, taken at about the 20-yard line. Little bit of room on the sidelines. Able to tightrope it just a bit on the return. That's Jonathan Powell taking it to getting tackled at about the 48-yard line. Once again, excellent field position for Burbank. As the offense comes onto the field. So once again, good field position for Burbank to start the third quarter at their own 48-yard line. Quarterback Dylan Robinson in the shotgun. Powell in motion.
Flag on the play.
Flag is thrown, and it will be false start, so a 5-yard penalty.
First and 15.
So 1st and 15 now for the Bulldogs, but they've been flagged for quite a few penalties tonight. That's obviously something they will want to improve on as the season goes on. Here's a snap. Robinson with the throw. Catch made by Jag Richer. Gets to about the 49-yard line of the Vikings. It'll be about 2nd down and 7.
And 7.
The Bulldogs continuing to be aggressive. Will they be taking another shot at the end zone? Dylan Robinson, the quarterback, a junior. Been having a great game tonight. Takes the pass, runs to his left, turns, looks up the field, throws it deep. Will this be caught? Very close. Would have been 1st and goal. Will now be 3rd down and 8. And Robinson with plenty of time to throw. And that one was looking for Geo Science. Nearly had him. Now the Vikings need to really get a stop here. Got to force the Bulldogs to punt the ball. This has basically been one of those games where we have not seen much of this Burbank special teams. So 3rd and 8 from the Viking 49-yard line. Here's a snap. A pretty good jump. And the catch is made for a 1st down. It's Jag Richer still on his feet. What a great job at tight-roping on the sidelines and able to find some room. They were at the 49-yard line when that ball was snapped, and they march all the way to the 22-yard line, a 27-yard gain on the play. And that's one thing that this Burbank offense has been great at tonight. Their wide receivers in particular, it is those yards after that catch where they really, really hurt the Mountain View Vikings. Now off the snap, another quick pass. Good for a 1st down, and perhaps even more. Into the end zone for a touchdown. And that is Jake Farrat. But we have to wait, like this has been the theme of the night. There have been plenty of flags throughout this match and holding, so that touchdown will not count. Like I was just saying, with the way this game has been going, it's almost like, should I even mention the word touchdown? I think instead I should pretty much make it clear and say they're in the end zone, but let's wait and see if the referees have something to say about this. So with the holding penalty, that'll be a 10-yard penalty. Of course, that flag, the ball placed at about the spot of the foul. Here's a snap once again to Robinson. Looking to throw, looks to the end zone. Caught in the back of the end zone, but unable to get both feet in bounds. A little too long. Not an easy play to make by any stretch of the imagination. It will now be second down. Second down and about 12. At the Vikings 24-yard line. And this offensive line been doing a great job the entire night for Burbank. Robinson rolls out to his right. He's got a blocker. Instead throws a pass. It is complete. Close to a first down.
Pass is complete to number 8, Zach Estrada.
Zach Estrada with the catch.
First down,
It'll be
Bulldogs,
first down and goal
the
at the
8-yard
Vikings 8-yard line.
Be first and goal.
Little under 10 minutes remaining in the third quarter. It's been a long night for these Mountain View Vikings, doing everything they can to try and get to quarterback Dylan Robinson. But with the way this game was going, you pretty much just say easier said than done. First and goal from the 8-yard line. The snap,
Flag on the play.
a flag once again. This one's got to be false start, and yes it is. So instead it'll be
False start against the
first and
Bulldogs.
goal at the 13-yard line. Looked like that was Zach Estrada in motion.
First and goal.
So another penalty. First and goal at the 13-yard line. Robinson looking to pass. Still has it. A nice spin move. Gets out of trouble. Can he get into the end zone? Makes one and miss. Makes another. Forces his way in for a 13-yard touchdown run.
Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that now makes it 43-0. What a play by the quarterback, Dylan Robinson. Tough to bring down. What a night he's been having. Once again, a 13-yard touchdown run from the quarterback, Dylan Robinson. Now for the extra point to make it 44-0. Here's the snap. Hold is good. It's up through the uprights. 44-0.
Good.
As we await the kickoff, it's 44-0 Burbank, leading Mountain View. And earlier I was talking about what I really wanted to see. Earlier I was talking about what I really wanted to see change from this Vikings offense. And earlier I was talking about, and that is, gotta stop these, gotta put a stop to these self-inflicted wounds. Interested to see how things will turn out the rest of this night for the Vikings. Here's the kickoff. Definitely will be returned. Taken at about the 12-yard line. That is Cornejo. Gets to about the 30-yard line. That's where the Vikings will start first and 10.
Result of play. Ball is down at 30, first and 10.
And from here, it appears we have an injured player. Obviously something we do not want to see. And that if that is indeed Brandon Cornejo, definitely not good news for the Mountain View Vikings. He appeared to be holding the area near his knee. He's had a busy night tonight, where there's been returning kicks or running the ball. And from here, unfortunately, it looks like he is in some pain. Players from both teams taking a knee as we wait and see, as we wait while Brandon Cornejo is being attended to. And definitely some good news, walking on his own power. And like I said, definitely good news to see Brandon Cornejo walking off the field in his own power. Was bending his knee a bit, appeared to have kind of a limp, but he should be okay. Definitely good news for the Vikings. Now off the snap, trying to find some room. And that was Ochoa with the snap. And then the handoff. Only about probably perhaps 2 yards on the gain. Be second down and 8 for Mountain View. The handoff once again up the middle.
Carry by number 33, Xavier Span.
And that's Xavier Span with the carry. We'll bring up about third and about 5.
Bring up third down, 3rd and 5.
Ochoa in the shotgun. He's got Span in the backfield. Going with the no huddle. Got to be careful. It appeared it was very, very close to being a false start penalty. And here's a snap and the give to Span. Can he turn the corner to the outside? Not finding much room. Will bring up 4th down for the Vikings. Time to bring on the punt unit. Back to punt. Ian Carrillo. Oh, 5 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Burbank with a commanding 44-0 lead over the Mountain View Vikings. We're at Viking Stadium in El Monte, California. Off the snap, not a good one. But coming off the edge from here, it appeared that there could have been a flag thrown for offside. But once again, a bad snap. Call it a sack now. And Burbank will be starting 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line of Mountain View. A very short field to work with. And this long night continues for the Vikings. Roni Preza in the backfield. Here's the snap. The pass actually was caught. A flag was thrown. Ball does go. Receiver did end up in the end zone. And it looks like that pass was thrown by the backup quarterback, Mick Richards, who's just come in. Perhaps to give Dylan Robinson the rest of the night off. And this one appears to be coming back for a holding penalty. So very nearly another quick touchdown, but negated because of a 10-yard holding penalty. Instead of 1st and 10, looks like it will be 1st and about 12. Richards back to pass. Looking. Is he going to want to keep it? He does. Runs for about a 9-yard gain. Gets very close to a 1st down. And Mick Richards, like I mentioned earlier, playing quarterback now for the Burbank Bulldogs. The tall 6'3" senior getting his opportunity to get some snaps and move and lead this offense. He's got Jacob Mendieta in the backfield with him, as well as Roni Preza. The give to Mendieta. Close to a first down, unable to break free, unable to shake off the tacklers.
Carried by number 22, Jacob Manietta.
And looks like the referees are going to call for a measurement. But actually, in fact, we have another injured player. And it appears to be another member of the Mountain View Vikings. So this night just continues to get more and more difficult for the Vikings. And from our view in the press box, hard to tell who was on the ground at the moment. But as always, hoping for everything to be okay. Got about 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Burbank with a 44-0 lead, knocking on the door once again. Definitely some good news to see him walking off the field. Appears to be grabbing an area near his shoulder or his bicep.
Result of the play is a first down for the Bulldogs, first and goal.
So after that carry, it is now first and goal. Another touchdown from the Bulldogs. And they'll be reaching that half-century mark on the scoreboard. Mick Richards in the shotgun. Here's the snap. The handoff to Preza, bounces off one tackler. Can he get to the outside? That's exactly what he does. Into the end zone for a touchdown. And that is Roni Preza getting his second rushing touchdown of the night. 50-0 Burbank. Now we wait the extra point from Freddie Cardenas. Here's the snap. Kick is good.
Extra point is good.
51-0. As mentioned earlier, has been a very, very difficult night for the Mountain View Vikings. But definitely a good turnout from the home supporters here in El Monte, California at Viking Stadium. Cardenas ready for the kickoff. And this one going kind of near the sideline, will be returned. That one taken by Michael Guerrero, tackled at about the 23-yard line. That's where the Vikings will start, first and 10.
First and 10 Vikings.
And we've actually reached the end of the third quarter. And the score, Burbank 51, Mountain View 0.
That brings us to the end of the third quarter.
So 14 points, I believe, for Burbank in the third quarter. And can the Vikings get a drive going to perhaps get some points on the night? Of course, with the end of the quarter comes the switching sides of the field. Mountain View starting 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. A high snap. Was he able to keep it? And that could have been trouble once again.
Loss on the play. Second down.
And unfortunately, the woes continue on the snaps. Loss of about 2 or 3 yards on the play. Be about 2nd and 13. Now here comes the snap. Bad snap once again, was able to keep possession. But now a sack. It'll be third and very long.
Third down and long.
And that time was Michael Guerrero who did fall on it. But losing valuable yardage once again. Another very predictable 3rd and long for Mountain View. Now at their own, backed up at their own 12-yard line. Here's the snap, the handoff. Looks like the whistle was blown for perhaps a pre-snap penalty and false start. Want to say that'll back up the Vikings 5 yards or perhaps just back them up half the distance to the goal by this point. Have about 10 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Want to cash this for me too?
So 3rd down at their own 7-yard line. There's the snap. Trying to turn the corner at the outside. Not going to find a lot of room. And that was Jonathan Cornejo with the carry. Good to see him back on the field. Good to see him back running. Had an injury scare earlier in this game. And that brings up 4th and long. Another punting situation for the Vikings. Yeah, it's another one of those situations of having to punt from your own end zone. Definitely not an ideal situation. Back to punt. It's Ian Carrillo. Looks like Paul Perez rushes back onto the field, and here comes the punt. The pressure was there, but was able to get it away, taking a Viking bounce. And the ball stops at the 44-yard line.
4-yard line.
Once again, another drive
Bulldogs dog.
for the Bulldogs, where they'll be starting with excellent field position, starting at the 44-yard line of Mountain View. And of course, Mick Richards remains in the game as quarterback for the Bulldogs. Got about 7.5 minutes remaining. Will Burbank add to a really huge lead? Off the snap and the handoff. Definitely a first down and more. Trying to stay in bounds. That's Jacob Mendieta on the carry.
Jacob Mendieta. He's over first.
A 21-yard gain on the run. First down for the Bulldogs. Taking the handoff from Mick Richards.
Ball is spotted at the 22-yard line.
And once again, a 22-yard gain on the run for Mendieta. The handoff to Mendieta once again. Had some room. Gets about 5 yards. Be second and 5.
Jacob Mendieta for a short gain, still second down.
Once again, Richards in the shotgun. Mendieta on a bad snap. Mendieta does pick it up. Definitely will not be getting any positive yardage on that one.
Loss on the play.
And the tackle made by Jonathan Cruz. Be third and long for the Bulldogs. There's been plenty of penalties tonight from Burbank. Not too many bad snaps. And the high one, the pass, and it's caught. Going to be well short of a first down, and that pass from Mick Richards goes to Nick Franco.
Nick Franco.
They'll bring up fourth down, and I want to say about 6. Five minutes remaining in this one. Burbank with a 51-0 lead. Richards in the shotgun, a high snap once again. And this time a handoff, but not going to be enough for a first down. Will be a turnover on downs. The Vikings will take over. And that handoff to Gavin Luksic. Vikings defense does its job. And of course, it was that bad snap that led to a big loss that pretty much killed the drive for the Bulldogs. The Vikings offense comes onto the field. Looks like Enrique Ochoa in as quarterback. And here's a snap. Here's the give. Little bit of running room to try and turn the corner on the right side.
Carry number 20, Jonathan Cornejo.
And that was Jonathan Cornejo once again.
Second down.
Got about 5 yards on the carry. 3.5 minutes remain. And we do have a whistle. Timeout taken by Burbank.
Timeout. Bulldogs.
So a 51-0 lead for Burbank. By this point in the game, clearly the Mountain View Vikings would love to keep moving the ball and keep moving the chains to try and get something with perhaps what might be the last drive of the game for Mountain View. At about their own 25-yard line. Here's the snap. The handoff. Trying to go up the middle. Will be enough for a Viking first down. And this time the carry. And this time the carry to Jared Gonzalez. His first carry of the night. Quickly, another snap. Another carry to the right side, trying to find that room.
Carry by number 8, Jared Gonzalez. Gain of about 8 yards.
And once again, it is Jared Gonzalez with another good carry. Getting close to another first down. Got about 2 minutes, getting close to about 2 minutes remaining. The Vikings trying to get something going. The snap, and once again, looks like another carry. Wanted to say possibly for Gonzalez.
Carry by number 8, Jared Gonzalez. Gain of no gain. 3rd and 2.
So now we have a 3rd and short. We can call it 3rd and short, 3rd and 2 for the Vikings. This is unusual territory for how this game has been going tonight. A lot of 3rd and longs tonight for Mountain View. Now off the carry. Not going to be able to get to that first down marker.
Carry by number 20, Brennan Cornejo.
And it was Cornejo once again.
Brings up 4th and 1.
So 4th down and 1. Obviously, head coach Paul Rodriguez will be going for this one as we approach 1 minute remaining. Here's the snap. Faking the handoff. Ochoa still has it. Looking to pass. He does throw a pass, and it is caught for a first down to the Burbank 43-yard line. And Jonathan Ortiz with the catch. Gotta like the composure from Ochoa. So we have 40 seconds remaining. Ball is at the 43-yard line. Here's a quick snap, the quick handoff to Cornejo. Gets to about the 40-yard line.
Brandon Cornejo.
The clock is still ticking. Cornejo, after that carry, actually comes out. 10 seconds remain. So probably be the last play of the game. Off the snap and the handoff. Looks like it was Michael Guerrero. And that is it. The final score, Burbank with a 51-0 victory over the Mountain View Vikings. The way this game started was actually 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. But a second quarter that consisted of 30 points from Burbank really set the tone and definitely was the difference maker, as it was 37-0 at the half. And that is it for tonight from Viking Stadium in El Monte, California. Glad you're able to join us for tonight's broadcast, brought to you by the Mountain View High School Vista Academy. I'm Ardith Takari, proud to have been able to bring you tonight's play-by-play. Once again, the final score from Viking Stadium, Burbank Bulldogs 51, Mountain View Vikings 0. We'll see you next time for some more high school football from Viking Stadium. Thank you for watching.